What's up, guys? Today I have here the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5, and I have had this device for over 6 months. So today I'm going to tell you guys whether or not I can recommend this to those of you watching who might be interested in picking this device up. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is the price. At the time of this video, the Galaxy Watch 5 sits around $300, respectively, for the LTE version and Bluetooth. And that's for the 44mm version. And I would say it's a very decent price considering some of the other smartwatches like the Apple Watch Series 8 that are going for much higher than that. And honestly, I think you're getting a pretty good deal for that $300, but let's go deeper into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is design and durability. So for durability, the band has held up incredibly well. The only part that I've seen a minor damage, and it's even not even damage. It's, let's see, my phone cannot focus. Come on. There we go. As you can kind of see, there is some scraped paint on the edge of the metal part of the band, which isn't a huge thing. I actually think it's held up pretty well. And that's just from having it on my wrist and like leaning against stuff and having it rub. And then the next thing is like on the screen. So I do a good amount of painting and construction. So as you can see, I don't even know if you can see it. So as you can see, there is some paint in between the, watch and the frame, like the glass and the frame, which isn't a big thing. It's just a small little thing that it just gets stuck in there. But other than that, there is no physical, even micro scratches that I can see. There's no damage to like the sides, bottom, no like tears in the watch band, and I think that's held up really good. Samsung Sapphire Crystal is definitely a lot stronger than the previous generation glass, and I think durability is definitely a win for this Galaxy Watch 5. Next thing is performance. The Galaxy Watch 5 has the previous generation processor, which is the same as the Galaxy Watch 4, but honestly I would say it's a pretty responsive screen, smooth scrolling. I love the rotating bezel, well, invisible rotating bezel. I don't know what you want to call it. The digital crown. There we go. So I think it's actually really fun just to kind of scroll. It gives you some haptics, and I think it just makes it look really well, or really, really elegant, just how it's very flush. There's no rotating bezel like on the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. And I think it's just adds a really nice way to get around since you don't have like a digital crown. So I think honestly that's a pretty nice thing to have, just that rotating option that you can have just to move your finger around the screen to scroll. And also I like how this is set up, like just like with the different widgets. And then if you swipe up, you got your apps and like App Store, swipe down for quick settings. Swipe to the left for notifications. I think it's actually a very nice operating system for a smartwatch. The next thing are the workouts. So there are a lot of workout options that you can pick from on the Galaxy Watch. So these are just the ones I don't have on. You can read them as I scroll through them. And I'm assuming flying disc is disc golf or just throwing a disc. I'm not sure. Or sorry, throwing a frisbee. Yeah, so there are a lot of workouts that you can do. And then there's also all of these that were not on that list. So there's like a lot of workouts you can do, and all of these workouts of course have automatic workout like detection. So like if you start doing, say, running, it'll start a running workout, or if you start like doing like curls or like arm crunches or arm curls, I'm not sure what you want to call them, then it'll detect that and then start a workout. So honestly, I think that's pretty cool that you have. So if like you forget to start a workout, it'll just automatically start it for you. Another super nice thing about this Galaxy Watch is if you pair it to a Samsung device, if you open the Wearables app, and if you scroll down to watch settings, scroll down to safety and emergency, there is SOS with home key option, which is really nice. You can either press it 3 times or 4 times. And another nice thing to keep in mind is countdown before sending an SOS message. Because if you do not have that enabled, then your watch will just automatically, after you press the power button 4 times, it'll just automatically send. But if you do a countdown, then it'll let you know that it's going to do that. Another thing that's pretty nice is if you put on hard fall detection, you can have it set on always during physical activity, only during workouts. Then you can have it, like if you fall, then it'll count down for 60 seconds and if you don't respond, then it'll call emergency services. So I think that's pretty nice. And another nice feature that you can have is the option to add photos and tracks to your Galaxy Watch, which I think that's really cool. So you can have photos and music downloaded right onto your Galaxy Watch. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the battery life. So I know that my watch is currently at 7%, which looks pretty bad, but I've been using this for 3 days and it's just now on 7%. So it has one of the best battery lives that I've ever used in a smartwatch. And I've even had the Apple Watch Series 8 for roughly about a month. And still, the Galaxy Watch 5 beats that in battery life by far. And if you tap on settings or just tap on like your little widget on your home screen, there is a option to turn on watch only. It says to get 24 hours and 8 minutes of use. That's not accurate. It will last about a month. I'm not sure why it says that, but you can literally have this like last to over a month of like usage. Okay, and that about wraps up my video for the Galaxy Watch 5. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you found it helpful and that these tips helped, please consider subscribing, and I will catch you in my next one. See you then.